little too far? Yeah. Alright. I'm not staying... obviously, I'm not sticking to my word if I'm creating videos that aren't calling people to the carpet. Like I said a couple videos ago that was what my future videos are going to be, and I still have plans on doing that, but my life continues regardless of the drama that exists on YouTube, and I'm documenting it as the days progress. In the very last video that I posted, which was the update, I explained to everybody that things in my life have taken a different turn. I'm no longer part of the union. I wanted to give you guys a little bit more of a clarification about that and just talk about what's on my mind, because that's what this is about. I've been unemployed from the union multiple times, but the most recent stint was a 2-month-long period, forced by the union. It was an enforced unemployment period. The first month of the unemployment period was because I missed a class for the union, as I said in a previous video. I wasn't aware the class was taking place, so I couldn't attend. When they found out I didn't go, they thought I was being truant or something, and told me that I wasn't allowed to work until I attended this meeting with the board of directors, specifically saying whether or not I would be continued to be part of the union. The meeting that I finally did attend on the 19th lasted about 10 minutes. It took me 2 hours to get in the meeting, roughly, because I was waiting for 4 other people to get their chance to go stand in front of the board and talk to them. But when I got in the room and I sat down, I was very polite, I was very professional, I had my hair pulled back and slicked back, and a business shirt and slacks and my shoes, and I didn't have my medicine bag or my jewelry on. I went in. Specifically, I had all the evidence that I needed, or I thought I needed, to present my case to them, but I never had to. The conversation between the union representatives and myself was basically them saying, you missed a class, me saying, yes, I'm aware of that, this is the reason why I missed the class. Them saying, well, classes are important, you shouldn't miss anymore. Me saying, if I had known this class existed, I wouldn't have missed it, I don't plan on missing anymore. And them saying, okay, thank you very much. So that month period of time that I was unemployed, I could have had a 5-minute phone conversation with one of them and gone back to work. But no. I had to wait a month and a half. From March 7th or 8th to April 19th, I wasn't allowed to work. Now here's the reason why I quit the union. Granted, this last stint was me being fucked in the ass by the union yet again. So the 19th rolls around, and at the meeting, one of the people that actually handles the apprenticeship employment process, basically they're the ones that dispatch out, or they give the names to different employers that need apprentices, because as part of the union policy there has to be a certain amount of apprentices per shop. They're the ones that attach the apprentices to those shops and send them out. One of the people that was in charge of that was at the meeting, and he was sitting in the chair next to me at the meeting. One of the questions I had asked towards the end of the meeting was, now that this has been taken care of, can I go back to work? To which I was told, oh yeah, we'll take care of that right away. We're trying to get people work. We've got like 2 or 3 other people on the books, but we'll get you out there and the work will come and blah, 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 blah. I said, okay, cool. 2.5 weeks later, after the meeting, still no employment. So I called them, and I'm like, just following up here, just want to see what's going on in the work situation. The person that answered the phone, which is this nice lady who I've dealt with many times, said to me the following. I said, hi, I'm just calling to follow up on the job situation. Just wanted to see what the circumstances was. And she said to me, oh, you're allowed to go back to work? So for 2.5 weeks, this putz didn't communicate to her that I was supposed to be back on the books and trying to get employed. So the union fucked me again. So I was going on to 2 months of unemployment forced by the union because of their inactivity and their inability to do their fucking jobs. That was it for me. That was the final straw. I had been screwed enough by these people, and I don't want to deal with it anymore. So I said, look, I quit. What do I need to do to get out of the union? How do I remove myself from this process? I'm no longer interested in being a member of the union. She was very apologetic, and she told me, well, I send you this document, you sign it, basically stating that you were leaving the union, you don't plan on ever working you're not going to work in the sound and communication field in Section 9 or whatever the hell it is, Local Area 9 or whatever the hell it is, again. And I said, that's fine, send me the document. She sent it to me, I signed it, I printed my name, I signed it, I put the date, slapped it in an envelope, put on a stamp, sent it out the door. I then began the process of getting my pension, as I said in my last video, which is basically, I'm not getting the full pension, I'm going to be getting like 65% of it, because there's a 10% early withdrawal fee, and a 20% federal tax fee, and then a 2% state tax fee. So taxes, of course, have to fuck you in the ass, and then you have to lose money because it's your money, but you're taking it too soon. So I'll be getting roughly a little bit over $9,000, and that'll help take a big chunk out of the bills that I have. Now here's the reason why I'm making this video. Yesterday, the day that Monday, Sunday night, Monday morning, I stayed up all night so that I could be sure that I was awake, so that I could go to the union as soon as it opens, get that piece of paper signed, and have it faxed off. I didn't want to oversleep. I wanted to take care of this. I wanted it to be done. I wanted it to be over with. I got to the union about 20 minutes early. I stood there, waited outside for the 20 minutes. Finally got to the ladies that out the door, handed it to them. They said, "Oh, well, we'll take care of this. We'll give it to the right person. You need to talk to this person. If you don't talk to them, you need to talk to this person in the upcoming week." I said, "Okay, that's fine." So I wanted to call around to make sure, because I wanted to make people aware that I did my job. I turned in the document like I was told I needed to do. One of the places that I called was the JETC, which is the Junior Electrician Training Center. The journeyman, I don't know, it's the JETC, the JEATC or something like that, but it's the training center where the apprentices go for their classes as part of the process of the apprenticeship. I called and spoke to one of the representatives there, this lady, and I basically said, "Listen, I turned the document over to the hall. I just wanted to make sure that everybody was aware that I followed the procedure." She said, "I don't know what you're talking about." I said, "Well, I've resigned from the union. I'm trying to deal with my pension, trying to get my pension taken care of. I just want to make sure that everybody's aware that I turned in the paperwork." She said, "Well, we never received a document from you." And I said, "I don't understand what you're talking about." She said, "You were supposed to fill out a resignation letter, and we're supposed to get it." And I said, "Well, actually, I called the other place, which is what I've always been told to do. They've already sent me the letter. I've signed it and sent it to them." They said, "Oh, well, we're supposed to get a copy of that." I said, "Look, I only know what I was told what to do. I followed your procedure. If you guys are supposed to get it, that's not what I was told. You need to talk to these people and have a conversation with them. I'll be happy to call them and tell them that I talked to you and that this needs to be taken care of." So then I called back the other place, that lady that originally I told you I talked to, the nice one who said, "Oh, you're allowed to work?" I called her up and I said, "Look, I talked to the people over at the JETC. They told me that they're the ones that are supposed to get the document, not you, so what the hell am I supposed to do? I've already mailed it off to you." And she said, No, that's not true. That's just a power play. You've done the right thing." So now I'm dealing with politics trying to get the fuck out of the union. But that's not where it ends. You would think that that would just be the icing on the cake. Oh, no. I haven't even gotten to the third layer of the cake yet. Because today, I called the hall to make sure that the people that are supposed to get the document got it so they can be taken care of. I talked to the gentleman on the phone, this guy named John Sawtell at Local 332. He's the union rep for apprentices. I called him and I said, "Mr. Sawtell, I just wanted to make sure that you got my document. I just want to make sure you guys received it. I gave it to your people yesterday. I just want to make sure it's being taken care of." And he says, "Oh, yeah, we have a document for you on file." I said, "Okay, so when can I expect it to be filled out?" He goes, "Oh, well, I don't know when that's going to happen, if that's going to happen, because, there's an issue here because, you haven't completed your apprenticeship, and now, we've invested a couple years of training in you, so therefore, when you leave the union, you're making yourself available for non-union work." And I said, "Well, sir, actually, I told you before that I had difficulties with the union and unhappiness with the union. I told you that. I've already filled out the paperwork for it. I don't plan on ever working in this industry ever again. I'm done with it. I don't want to do it anymore. It's the reason why I quit. I'm not looking for non-union work. What I'd like to do is just get my money and go about my business." And he said, "Oh, well, I need to talk to my boss, but I'll let him know you said that." So these people are fucking with my money now. I followed their procedure, signed their paper, and left their fucking union. Now I'm being told, well, we have to make sure that it's political bullshit. They're trying to fucking manipulate the situation. It's my money. What I've decided to do is I've called a friend of mine, this guy named Robert, who's friends with a really good lawyer. If they don't do something by Friday, because I was told by John that the only people I'm allowed to talk to now about this are the people that originally gave me the pension paperwork. So I'm going to call that union, that lawyer group that I originally contacted that sent me the paperwork and let them know what's going on. But if they don't make moves by Friday, which is what the lawyer group told me should happen, I should call back on Friday because that's pretty much when things should be getting through, I'm going to then contact my friend Robert's friend, the lawyer, and begin the process of having the lawyer get involved in this. I'm not going to be fucked by the union. They fucked me enough. They screwed me multiple times. I'm done with them. I'm trying to walk away from them, and they're still trying to fuck me in the ass. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm a little irritated, as you can tell, because I'm adamant and I'm moving my hands and I'm talking as quickly as I always do, but I wanted to share that little bit of my fucked up life with you right now. I've been unemployed for over 2 months now. I've been trying to get work. That's another thing I wanted to touch on. A lot of you guys and gals out there have been really super supportive of me in my time of difficulty, if you can call this difficulty. I mean, I've been blessed with some circumstances. But the point being is that in my time of difficulty, A lot of you have been really supportive, and you're like, oh, you're very intelligent. It'll be easy for you to find work. You're really an intelligent guy. I've never, ever, ever been able to put down on a resume, I'm smart, and got hired for it. The reality is, folks, the people don't hire intelligent people. They hire people with pieces of paper that said, I spent $50,000 on an education. I don't have a college degree. I've got an AA in electronics, and I've got a certification from the Academy of Radio Broadcasting. But what the hell good does that do me? They don't want that. They want to see that I got a BA in business management or an AA in accounting. I don't get work. I can show you guys 65, 70, 80 emails that I've sent out in the last month and a half trying to get work, and I've gotten 2 responses. I am not the kind of a person apparently they want to hire. My job experiences and my work history, I show that I am a loyal employee. All my work history shows that I held a job for no less than 2 years, every fucking job I've ever had. And in the Bay Area, that's pretty impressive considering the average worker is about 6 months. So I just wanted to say thank you all for the kind words, but the simple fact of the matter is the reality of the situation, being an intelligent person, if I am in fact an intelligent person, doesn't guarantee me anything except I can read. And that's kind of depressing, I know, but it's true. It's just the simple fact of what my life is about. Wow, is this really 20 minutes long? It might be. It might be longer. I'm just going to keep talking, and I'll probably cut this up. Different points. I've started a new project here on YouTube. I'm not going to say anything about it because I don't plan on it. I'm just saying I started a new project here on YouTube, and I'm going to leave it at that. Because I felt that there were some things that I needed to say that I didn't want to associate with this account. Because this account, I think, focuses primarily on my social commentary and maybe my personal perspective on the way the world works. But the other project that I'm working on doesn't have anything to do with that. So I've moved away from. I've started this other project so that I can do those things and still be able to keep consistency with this. What is there to say to you folks? What can I say? What can I do to communicate myself to you? What are the ideas that I have in my head? It's a beautiful night. I'm just frustrated as fuck. I've had some wacky things happen to me in the last day or so. The last video that I posted for you guys gave you a brief idea of what's going on in my life. The simplest answer to all those questions is I quit the union because they fucked me again. Today, while following up on that situation, trying to get that money I was telling you about, getting my pension cashed in and get the money so I can pay the bills, they're demonstrating once again just how much politics is involved in the union and how they're trying to fuck me again. Being told by a union rep that they have to find out, what's going on and if I plan on going to a different place before they can release the money that doesn't belong to them. So, but what I wanted to talk about tonight, specifically, I wanted to say thank you to everybody that has been so kind to leave those positive messages on my profile, specifically responding to the different videos that I've posted. One of the points that a lot of people keep making that I'm very grateful for, I want to preface this. Preface, foreshadowing. Let me start this off by saying right off the bat, thank you to everybody who's been super kind to me during this last debacle of my life. Thank you to each and every one of you that has left a positive comment from me or said something very nice to me. You've all said a lot of the similar things when it comes to one particular point, and that's what I want to address right now. Apparently I'm appearing to be a hypocrite. This video is not calling out drama. There's plenty of drama on YouTube right now that I can address, but quite frankly, I'm not motivated to do anything about it because, quite frankly, I gotta stop saying that. I am not following what I said I was going to do, and that makes me a hypocrite, and that makes me sick, but I want to be honest with everybody. I do plan on coming forward and attacking the drama that exists on YouTube, but YouTube right now is in such a state. There are so many different types of drama, and the drama is attacking itself now. It's not just one group of people causing trouble or another group of people causing trouble. It's two troublemaking groups causing trouble for each other. It's this weird situation. The system has gotten to the point where it's starting to eat itself. So I'm not going to touch on that right now. But I wanted to apologize to everybody because I know that I told you I was going to do something. I'm a man of my word, and I eventually plan on doing it when it comes time. In the meantime, I'm just going to let it disintegrate and go to hell because there's nothing I can do to change those situations. No matter who I call on the carpet, quite frankly, those people are going to destroy themselves as it is, so I'm going to leave that for now. But I did want to start this off by saying that I recognize that I've told you I was going to do something, and I haven't followed through yet, but I plan on it. I also wanted to start off this video and preface everything I'm about to say. Preface. I'm just going to say preface and ruin the English language. Thank you to all of you out there who have been super kind to me. A lot of you have said that similar things to me in one way or another. You've all, in your own voice, stated the same opinion and view that you all have about me and my life and my situation. So before I get into what I'm going to say, I just wanted to say thank you. I wanted to thank each and every one of you for the kindness. Now I wanted to show you my perspective on what it is that you all have said to me. One thing that everybody says, and everybody being all the people that have said these kind things to me, talking about them in reference to everybody, not the world and everybody in it, was they all said, oh, it really sucks that your work situation is screwed up and it sucks that the union is messed up, but you know what, you're an intelligent guy, so that means that you're going to have things happen. Or, you know, you're really an intelligent person, so you'll get work. Or, it's, you know, now you can go out there and do something. You're an intelligent guy, you should be doing things. I want to thank each and every one of you for saying that I'm an intelligent person. I appreciate it. That's a very, very, very high compliment to me. I take that as a huge compliment. To say that someone is intelligent, you know, it implies that they have a good head on their shoulders, they're well thought, maybe well read. It entails a lot of different things. But the simple fact of the matter is, folks, is that I can't put I'm intelligent on my resume and be hired for that. I don't get a chance to communicate to people through my cover letter and through my resume whether or not I'm an intelligent person. What they're looking for is job experience and certifications. Do you have a degree? Do you have a certification in this, a certification in that? I've got an AA in electronics, and I've got a degree. I've got a certification or a certificate from the Academy of Radio Broadcasting. But neither one of those posted on my resume means a goddamn thing to anybody I've ever applied to. All of my work history, and that's just counting the work that I've done in California for the last 11 years of my life, and all the jobs that I've held, and how many of those jobs I've had for a minimum of 2 years each, doesn't mean anything to these people. It's irrelevant to them. I'm stuck dealing with the simple fact that I am not the most sought-after employee. I don't get the opportunity to go after jobs where my intelligence can be used, because most of the jobs that I end up working, being smart really doesn't necessarily mean you can do the job better. Customer service, tech support, you know, being a driver, working in a retail store, you don't need to be smart to do that. Being a manager, you don't even need to be smart to do that. You just have to have experience. So I'm stuck. I'm stuck in a situation where I don't see any work coming in the immediate future. I've sent out 80, 90 resumes. I have my resume posted on different job search engines. I'm not getting phone calls, man. You know, maybe I should send them a videotape, attach a video of myself explaining my job history and what it is that I do. Maybe that'll be the new thing that I can do. I don't know, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll start attaching a video to it. But the simple fact of the matter is, that's the situation. That's what I'm dealing with. I don't have what it is that people want, I guess. My job history is just not so focused. I guess maybe they see that as a flaw rather than a merit. You know, oh well, look at this. He was doing marketing, then he was doing sales, now he's customer service and tech support, and he was a courier, and then over here he's back to tech support, and over here he's doing testing. There's no consistency to his work. He's all over the place. So obviously, you know, they don't see that as wanting to expand myself. I guess maybe they just see that as I don't have the capacity to be focused. There's nothing I can do, you know. Life has gotten wacky for me, so I thought I'd share that. I wanted to say thank you to everybody out there that watches my videos. I see I've gotten some subscribers, and I've lost some subscribers. So everybody that's still here, thank you very much. Everybody that's left, thank you for being here when you did. I think that's pretty much all I'm going to say here. I'm going to cut the crap out of this. I have a good 20 minutes of video. I'm just going to slice it up, and we'll see what happens. All right.